So over the next few days, we're going to be talking about science and faith in Doctor Who. And I think part of the problem with this discussion is one of a definition of terms, particularly when it comes to the word faith. Now, this guest star from The Stolen Earth.
But it's an empirical fact. The planets didn't come to us, we came to them. Just look at the stars. We're in a completely different region of space. We've travelled.
Has a lot to say on the topic. He defines faith along the lines of belief in the absence or even in the teeth of evidence. And there's no doubt that there are people whose faith is like that, but we tend to put the word blind in front of faith to categorise that particular subset of faith. Now, I'd like to look at another definition of faith from someone who died the day before Doctor Who began. No, I'm not talking about John F. Kennedy, I'm talking about C.S. Lewis. And he defined faith as the art of holding on to things that your reason has once accepted in spite of your changing moods. There's a great example of this in Doctor Who in the story The Invasion of Time. It's a 6-part story, and for the first 2 and a bit episodes, the Doctor appears to be the bad guy.
Gentlemen, this is no ordinary meeting. I am privileged to introduce to you your new masters.
If you're a long-term viewer of the show, you know that the Doctor is the good guy. You have faith in him. You believe in him as the hero. And so you think, well, something must be going on. He must be playing some sort of game. And then in part 3, he reveals to Barusa that that's exactly what's going on. And you breathe a sigh of relief. This character is the character I've known all along. My faith has not been broken. But imagine if you were a new viewer to the show and you started with The Invasion of Time. Well, you'd be a little confused, wouldn't you? Because the show's called Doctor Who, here's the Doctor, you think he must be the hero, and yet he doesn't behave like a hero. And it's only when you get to part 3 that you go, ah, and you realise what those who've been long-term viewers realised all along, that the Doctor is playing this game. And I think this sort of thing is going on all the time when it comes to judging matters of faith. We look at what someone else believes, and then we judge it according to our own experience and the things that we know, rather than their experiences and the things that they know. And so if person X says that Y happened to me, and in our experience we've never seen Y happen, then we dismiss it out of hand. And I think we should be a lot more open-minded when it comes to listening to and trying to explain the experiences of other people. Do please keep the ideas flowing in. Use the hashtag #Advent. Just at me on Twitter, or of course there's the email address min_dw@yahoo.co.uk.